Hello and welcome back to the 2022 Flory Models Turkey Shoot. Here we are at part 4 of our little build that we've been going on since Thursday. Our 4th live show right the way through. Look at that, 62 people were sat there waiting for us to start. So yes, Nigel likes the music. That's our special Saturday music.
Is that the same one that was on at the beginning?
Yeah.
This morning? Yeah.
No idea what you're on about.
Andy's going to have to change his aspect ratio now because he's just moved on me to a different window and he's looking, well, like a Sesame Street character. Hold on. Let me widen him up a bit. There we go.
I'll need to lose a few pounds.
Well, you did then. There we go. So that's better. Anyway, trust you're all doing very well. If you weren't with us this morning, didn't miss much, it's fine, just the usual thing. Don't forget, you can go back and watch all of these. They're all going to be up on YouTube and various bits and pieces right the way through the weekend shows anyway. And then members, you can just go back through the usual thing on the forum and get all of those as you make your way through. So that's good. Nice to see that everyone's in live chat still over on the Flory family. Nice to see you all in there. Give us a shout out. That's what we need. Interaction, you see.
Yeah, Clint's going to be absolutely slozzled by the end of this.
Is he on the booze already, is he?
The old
1 a.m. on a Sunday.
Okay, yeah, that's one way of doing it.
I think he's had pizza and beer when was on earlier, and now he's on the wine.
He's on the wine, so yeah. So by the end of this, Clint's going to be right. That'll be like a certain show I did a long time ago and got half cut. There we go. This is it. And hello to everybody who's in live chat in YouTube land. Oh, it's quite quiet in there. Look, there's not many in there. I can't tell how many people are actually in the chat, but there's only 3 messages in there. Oh, look, they're all coming through now. It's fine. So hello and welcome to everybody in YouTube land as well. Remember, if you want to chat, obviously members, you're better off going through our one because we see that better than obviously with the YouTube chat as well. And as we always say with all of these, just keep asking. Obviously, we're spraying, we're painting, we're working. I'm looking at stuff off screen as well, making sure it's all going well. So sometimes we do miss the questions. It's nothing deliberate. It's nothing personal. I know some people tend to get a little thing, oh, you never read out my question messages I get after the show. Honestly, it's just we can't keep up with it. Our chat moves so quickly. So does YouTube as well. It's almost impossible. So just keep asking. We will answer because we are good like that. So anyway, good job.
We will if we see it.
Well, if we see it, yeah. Anyway, what did we all have for lunch?
Oh, I had a light lunch. I had some Ritz and with a bit of cheese.
Oh, Ritz crackers and cheese.
Yeah.
Very, very continental. The cheese ball option.
And a croissant filled with chocolate sauce, if you want to call it, whatever you have. So that was it. Yeah, I had a decentish breakfast. I wasn't that hungry, so yeah, just a few biscuits and.
Very nice. I had a ham roll with pickle and a pork pie. Only a little one. Pork
jelly,
and pickle one.
With jelly or without?
It's sort of got some in, but not tons. It's not like thick jelly. You wouldn't know it if you weren't looking for it. So, but yes, so it wasn't like a traditional pork pie. It's more like a Tesco's own thing.
Yeah.
So yes, and Andy, what did you have?
Well, because my son was home from uni because he's can't figure out how to get to a hairdresser's.
Yes.
And my wife had to go pick him up and then go take him to and take him back. We ended up having McDonald's, which to fair, I did not enjoy.
Did you?
In a while since I've had a McDonald's, I didn't enjoy it at all.
Never lived. Yeah.
We should have something else.
What did you have?
I had a Big Mac.
Oh, classic.
You should have had a big taster.
Yeah, big tasties are back at the moment.
Yeah, I should have done. I know. But I had a Big Mac and a large coffee. I enjoyed the coffee.
I do like Mackey's coffee. I must admit. If I ever go in anywhere near those places, that's what I have.
Everything was tepid. I mean, just not warm, not hot at all. It was just no.
Just put in the air fryer.
Yeah, pop it in the air fryer. Everything's great in the air fryer.
But he eats everything up there, doesn't it? Then he eats the bun up and the.
Well, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Lettuce and everything. It's just.
You know my Flory thing I make. I put the entire thing in the air fryer now just to melt it and to toast the bun and everything in it. So you sort of assemble it and then pop it back in the air fryer just for like a minute. It's great. I'll do one tomorrow morning and I'll show it on air.
David said he much prefers Burger King. I did, to be honest with you, but.
Yes, but then Burger King have changed their fries now. It's not like they used to be, where they're really crispy fries.
Everybody be worried because he's at university doing a aeronautical engineering degree.
Yes.
So to think that he possibly one day could be designing parts for
Yeah, and he can't even find his way to hairdressers.
Or he couldn't even figure out how to turn a washing machine on when he first moved in. So
This is true.
I
Definitely.
feel worried.
Technical stuff, a washing machine.
Yes. Anyway, Nathan, what did you have?
I had leftover spag bol from last night.
Right. Let me just try and get them off. For some reason, I've got hearts and things on the screen. There we go. Try that. There we go. Leftover spag bol. I tell you what, leftover spag bol tastes better, I think, the second day than it does the first.
Yeah.
It's got time to soak it all up a bit then, I find. You get a
Mature.
better taste from it. Yeah, it matures. Spag bol's definitely better on the second day.
All of it does. Spag bol, lasagna, curries, chilies,
Yeah.
taco mix. I've got leftover tacos, I think, later. So they'll be, like you say,
Yeah.
more flavoured. I think it's
Yeah,
more...
but tacos you have to leave out of the fridge. So you get like the trots, trots when you vet them the second day.
I would say the mould.
Yeah. So it upsets your stomach and you've sitting on the toilet for the next day.
They'll be fine. Anyway.
Dave Turnbull has had a Gingsters Oggy and Crisps.
Oh, what?
I don't think a Gingsters can even call theirs a pasty. Christ knows what they go into those ones. It's funny because if you're Cornish, nobody eats them, even though they're made in Cornwall, which I thought was a bit weird, but that's what you get when you're with the Cornish people these days. They're a funny breed.
So they can't be called proper Cornish pasties then because they're made in Cornwall.
Well, yeah, but as I say, they have like weird pastry around them and that. It's not like a proper pasty. So, yes. Rose's pasty. Trust me, everyone. They're the best.
Yeah.
Very nice too.
Look,
mince pie. I must admit, we've got some mince pies in the cupboard. We bought them in Tesco's the other day. And it's like, should eat them. Start on them. We're almost into December.
Yeah, not long, is it?
Not long.
Oh, next week, isn't it?
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I've never eaten in a Taco Bell. We've just got one open down here in Torquay. Bay of Dreams.
Me and Andy had one, didn't we, Andy?
Yeah, but
I enjoyed it, I've got to say.
I didn't enjoy the taco, but I enjoyed what was the thing that we got with it?
A bell.
Yeah, I thought
It was like a
I don't know,
bun sort of thing.
cinnamon bunny thing. I can't remember the
No, the other thing that we had also.
I can't remember. God, that was 3 years ago, mate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hadn't had one since. I've only had that one with you, and then not had one since. But, yeah, Taco Bell. Yeah.
Oh, a Wimpy. Do you remember Wimpy? Oh, they were the
Wimpy.
best. Half pounder with a special sauce. That was the best thing ever. Sad day they went. So,
Yeah.
can't go wrong
We
with
still
a
got Wimpy near us.
There is still Wimpers about.
Maybe you've still got
Wimpy's
Wimpys
round
up
here.
your way. Down here, they've all gone. Can't find a
Yeah.
Wimpy round here. No.
What a Wimpy. Is it next door to the little chef as well?
Yeah, all the little chefs have gone down here and all the Wimpys are gone.
No.
The little thieves, as we used to call them.
Yeah, they used to have that funny little character for Wimpy, didn't they?
Yes.
I remember Wimpys.
No, David, yeah, the standards have never been anywhere for Torquay. The Bay of Dreams, as we call it. That's what you get. I lived there for like 10 years. Yeah. Nightmare. That's why I moved this side of the A38. I can distance myself from them.
Beautiful place, Torquay,
Mm.
in winter.
David Edwards said the pasties from Hale in West Cornwall are the best. Yes. Can't go wrong with a traditional pasty. Got to be traditional. So anyway, very good. Right, so plan of action this afternoon. I have the power of the camera just back there glossed. If it's dry yet, I did use my quick dry stuff. Oh, it is. It's all right. Yeah, I can show you over here. I've glossed these. Hopefully that means the back is as well. So hopefully now we can pop these together. So I have done the chair thing. As I say, don't want to touch it too much because it is slightly tacky. But anyway, they are done. So we'll leave them off to one side. And then my plan of action is to come in and we're going to titanium Miss Maria. I can't remember, whatever.
Yeah, Maria.
Maria. Metal Mickey Maria is going to get done with a little bit of AK Extreme Metals, which I'll do in a moment with you guys, so we can go along with that one. Matt is still carrying on with his little Katie ambulance.
I gave it a bit of an oil wash just before we came on, so I can clean that off.
Very
Bit of
nice.
sepia,
Yes.
and I'm going to do a bit of dry brushing and fading, I think, with the white and I don't know what even that is, light mud, I think.
Mhm.
Kind of looks in the same ballpark, so I lighten that up and I can dry brush the edges. I'll get a nice flat brush and do a bit of dry brushing on the raised detail, and yeah, it's coming out. It makes the deal detailed pot with a bit of a wash, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, brings out all the little bits.
Yeah.
I'd say great little kit considering its age.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've got to say, it's
Very nice.
Little gem.
Good. And Nathan, is carrying on with his little Fiat?
Yeah, my little Fiat, the fuselage is together.
Very nice.
They joined there. Not too worried about the underneath. The main wing sort of joined. Basically, build it this afternoon and get it ready for paint tomorrow. But
Very nice.
This is not too bad given its age. The fit's not perfect, but it'll go. Just one of those battling away, adjusting as I go.
No, doing a great job on that. Very nice indeed.
Yeah.
Good job you put that floor in there because you can really see it.
Yeah.
Just about to see something in there, can't you? But...
No, I know what you mean. Very nice. Good job indeed. Andy?
I'm just going to be carrying on painting the bits that I painted grey before lunch and are going to go a brown colour.
Very
Or leather
nice.
colour. And then I've just realised that one of his backside parts that I've painted brown, which is actually brown on the sprue, you're supposed to put a sticker on it to make it silver.
Yeah.
I'm going to mask that off and paint it silver in my best score colour.
Yes.
Don't know why I've done it that way.
Very nice. Cool. Just to answer Jim's questions about Faulty Towers, unfortunately, I don't want to burst the bubble here, but it was never in Torquay. It was all filmed up around Bristol. So they did some external shots down for Torquay, but that's literally as far as it actually went. It was actually all filmed up. I think around Gloucester area, a lot of the street scenes were done and all the rest of it. So although it was set in Torquay, it was never done down there. Although there is a hotel down there that calls itself Faulty Towers, or used to be, I hope it's still there. And it looks very similar to it as well. I can understand why they did it. But yes. Anyway, great series. I must admit, Mr. Faulty, Basil Faulty. I grew up on that because I think it's my dad's favourite programme and my brother's. So I was forced to watch it as a kid over and over again.
Me and Matt have stopped at Faulty Towers, haven't we, Matt?
We have, pretty much, yeah. I think it's probably based on Colditz.
Yes.
When you come back up, people near Bristol will know what I mean.
Yes. Never mind. Anyway, should we go through the SIGs then for next year?
What now? A bit earlier.
Well, we did say we do it about 2:10 at the top of the show.
Can
So
do.
I can't lie because we've already put it
Is
off a
it
little
10
bit.
past 2 already?
It has
10
10
past
past.
already.
It's actually more like 2:15.
All right, you can do them then.
Thanks.
I'll let
Right,
you.
Nathan, do you want to talk us through this then?
Go on then.
If I bring it all up, you can go through it.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, you're the only one who knows about it.
It was a surprise to us.
It was, yes, it was quite a few surprises when we went through this between when we were off air. Anyway, sorry for people who obviously aren't members because you're going to get bored to death now, but bear with us. We'll get on with some stuff a little bit later on. So, for all the members, this is the 2023 group build and SIG schedule. Plus, we've got a bonus one as well for next year.
Yeah.
Which we will talk at the back of this. All right. Can you see the screen, Nath? If I scroll through, you can talk us through it, yeah?
I'm all right with that. That's fine.
Yeah,
So-
okay. Right. Go on then.
I won't read this. You can read this at your leisure. But the general gist of this year's group builds and SIGs is hopefully they're nice and simple.
Yes.
Respect that it's pretty obvious what we're intending. So there's a little bit of a preamble. This document will go up on the forum later on this weekend. So there's a little bit of an introduction there from the fine Flory gang. So the first group build, this is the 6-month one, is 1943. Okay, this one's Matt's idea actually, I think.
Was
Yeah,
it?
blame Matt.
When did I say that?
He didn't even know we were doing this as a group build until half hour ago. So that was his idea. It's beyond me.
Anyway, so it's a dead simple one. Any subject from 1943, which is in hindsight identified as the sort of turning point of World War II. And what you've got there is a picture from the Casablanca conference that Stalin couldn't make because
Yes.
he was a bit busy with Stalingrad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really simple. World War II group build 1943. Dead simple. You can't go wrong with that one. Any theatre, doesn't have to be North Africa. Any theatre at all.
That was our sort of tie. And if you remember, we spoke about earlier in the year that we wanted to do something North Africa with all of those things. That's why we've gone with sort of that one as well, because it's inclusive of North Africa theatre and obviously European theatre.
Include Italy and what have you. We
Have you gone in there yet?
No, well, don't know. Tunisia was, weren't it? Because it's the back end of the African campaign, so we've got a lot of scope there, and obviously the Pacific as well was going off, so you've got all that. So, like I think it says Stalingrad and all on the Eastern Front. So, loads of stuff, loads of things going off, and I can't even.
He says it was a great year, the year I was born. That's why we chose it, Keith.
That's
clearly. Yeah, definitely. Right, okay, so that's our first one. That one's going to run from January the 1st until the 30th of June, all right, for that one. So there's plenty of time on that one. And obviously it is a full group build, so you will get your virtual medals and your bits and pieces for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Next one continues our decade theme, but this time it's gone backwards to the 1950s. So again, anything from the 1950s. Same rules as applied to the previous ones. It has to exist in the 1950s. So it could be a prototype. If it was in service in the 1950s, give it 1950s markings. So anything from 1st of January 1950 to the 31st of December 1959. So again, loads and loads of scope. Lots of silver jets, we reckon, in that one.
Yeah.
And lots of experimental stuff.
So loads of types, quite interesting prototypes in the 1950s and the Korean War, Cold War stuff. There's loads and loads to do in that one as well.
Good scope in that one. So again, that one's going to run then as our second group build of the year. So that will be the last 6 monthly one. It's going to go from the 1st of July, obviously right up to the end of the year on that one as well. So you've got plenty of time on those two group builds. Right, down to the SIGs.
So SIG number 1, you might notice it's a bit longer this time. I'll explain that in a minute. So the first SIG is dead simple, 1/48 scale.
Simple. See, not even you lot can argue with that one and find a loophole in it. So that's what it is. It's literally 48 scale, or it doesn't count. Simple.
If it says 1/48 on the box, it counts. If you scratch building, make it 1/48.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that one. And that is as open as we can get it, isn't it? So we went for a middle scale because it does armour, aircraft. You know, loads and loads of choices there. So that's the first.
Lots of ships.
So obviously that's a SIG. As I say, we'll explain about the timeline differences in a moment, but that one's going to run from the beginning of the year. So from January the 1st until May 31st on that one.
Yes.
Our second one.
So the second SIG, come back to the dates in a bit, runs from the 1st of August till the end of the year. And this is born in the USA. It's basically anything American. So a bit fussy about this one. It's got to be an American-built thing in American markings. So if you're going to do something from, say, American Airlines, it's got to be a Boeing, not an Airbus.
Right, yeah.
Can't have a it can't have a Canberra in American markings. It's got to be 100% American. You know, just simple.
Yeah.
You can have what about a Martin? What's the American Canberra?
No, that's not.
No,
It's
That's
British
license
airplane.
built. Yeah, it's a license built one. What, the B-57?
Yeah.
That was license built in America, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's not American design. It's American.
Yeah, it's got to be American all the way through, like a stick of rock.
Yeah. Okay. So
Cool.
full tilt stars and stripes on that one, please.
So, yes. Okay, and then we've got a special buddy build.
Yeah, this buddy build's, it's kind of like the middle SIG, but it's a buddy build. Obviously, with the passing of Her Majesty the Queen, we thought it would be a nice thing to do. So this is a simple one. It's anything that was British and in service during her lifetime. I can't read the writing, but I think that's going to make it from like 1926.
Yeah, it's 1926, yeah.
All the way up to this year. So anything in British service.
Yes.
The more British, the better.
Mm-hmm.
So these are, you know, things in British service. Let's go full British on this one as well.
Yeah. So we want pomp and ceremony and everything.
We do. What knees up Mother Brown and everything.
Absolutely. So that's it. Pearly Queens, we want the works, all right?
Yeah. That's a 2-month buddy build. The start date coincides with the anniversary of her coronation, then just for 2 months.
Yeah. So it's a 2-month buddy build. As I say, we've done it from the 2nd of June for the coronation going through. So nice and straightforward on that particular one as well. So again, we're just going to go all pomp and ceremony on that one, all the British stuff, guys, and we'll be good to go. We've also got down here the usual one about the rules and eligibility and the various bits and pieces, which is just our standard to all of them. And also down in here, we've got a thing about obviously qualifying builds, obviously the top 10 ones, final reveals, the reveal thread, how we'd like it lighted out, and all the various things like that. So this PDF will be uploaded into the forum. Well, it is at the moment, because that's why I'm reading it. But I will put it out, obviously, in next year's section in the forum, in the group build areas. All right. So it will appear on the main forum as well. So you guys can print this off at your leisure, or whichever way you want to do. You can view it online as well. Okay.
Indeed.
So you're not printing a copy off and sending it to each and every member?
No.
How disappointing.
Sorry. We don't have the budget for that, I'm afraid. It was all right when we only had 30 members, but now it's a bit, yeah. So anyway, I hope you're excited as we are with that one. We tried to keep it as straightforward and easy to manage as ever. I'm sure you lot will find various loopholes.
I'll warn you now, you will not find any loopholes.
I would warn you not to try and find a loophole, because you will be told where to shove it at that point.
Yes.
We will send John round and put a bat at your nightdress.
The forum police will.
John's our heavy hitter. He'll be round. We'll tell him, and he'll be popping round your house. So apparently they've still got a Wimpy in Stafford. I like Staffordshire and Stafford. Very nice up there. So yes. But there we go. Hope you all enjoy that, guys. As I say, I'll get that up onto the main site either after the show or by the morning, so that will all be up with you. And again, we'll have another quick run through of that tomorrow for people who missed it and things like that. So yes, good job. Well done.
Yeah, should keep us busy for another year, won't it?
It is. Yes, hopefully. Right, last up, just before we get going, because I've got to do the adverts. Don't forget, we've got our 25% off all flooring model stuff. Hey, look, it's what pays the bills. 25% off all flooring models, washes and pigments. There's also discounts on one of the sanders. I've got big discounts, 25% off the empty plastic bottles with the squirty tops. I'll discuss more about that later. And also, we got some of our merch. I know I'm out of stock of aprons and that, but don't panic, because what I'll do is I'll get them on order on Monday. Usually they only take about 2 or 3 days if I speak to the guys down the road, because I haven't printed all locally. So I'll have a word with them, and we'll get those sorted out. And I think we're out of stock of one of the T-shirts as well. So I will get that sorted as well. So we'll get those back in stock next week. So I'll carry those prices over until they're sorted out. All right. We've also, over on the PM store, we got 15% off all kits, actually on the PM store as well. We've also got 25% off our mega sale ending soon.
Mega sale.
The mega sale. So we got this one down. These are all brand new kits, sealed and all the rest of it. That's all down in there. And also we got further discounts on our special offers area. So the specials have got various different prices down in there. So you can see some of those ones. We have got damage boxes down in here. We have got some of my review ones, which I've reviewed. They're all down in here as well. So if you want to grab any of those, they are available in the section just down in there. Pop along, obviously, to the PM Models one. And last up, High Altitude Hobbies. They're doing ones. If you're in the US, they're obviously our US stockist of flooring models products. You can get 10% off of them as well. So that's going to run right the way through until Sunday night, I think, on that one as well. So if you'll go off and see Brett, I'm sure he'll pop along in a minute. Usually he's here in the afternoon, and he can answer any questions you might have as well. So yes, good job. That's it. That's enough of the public announcements.
So in our chat, are we excited for this next year's group builds and SIGs? Peter's joined. You better be actually building a Matchbox kit. You won't be happy.
Yes. Definitely.
Absolutely excited. That's what I want to hear, Christopher.
That's it. Well done.
That's it.
Keep it coming.
Yeah.
And do you know this Sea Harrier thing?
Shush now.
No, let's talk about the Sea Harrier.
Pretty sure it was like the last all British Royal Navy aircraft.
You're probably right.
Just you
can't get more British than a Harrier.
Absolutely not.
Can you?
Oh.
Unless it's an AV8.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, yeah, because the FA2 would be the last one, wouldn't it? Because that's the Sea Harrier. That was purely us, I think. And then obviously with the RAF one, technically our GR5 7s and 9s were a joint thing, weren't they? With, as it was then, McDonnell Douglas.
Yeah, I mean they still count, to be honest.
Yeah.
You can still do the GR9 7s, whatever you want, but
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go full tilt.
Yeah, when you think Harrier, you always think it's British because all the good bits are British, like the bit that goes up and down.
The engine bit.
That's a British bit.
What, the-
Yeah, I've got the Pegasus engine. That's British.
just built Rolls Royce.
I have for the membership just dropped the link into chat now, but it'll appear in.
Yeah, I'll put it up on the forum when I get a minute. I might do it in a minute. So when I get a few minutes, I'll pop it up into the forum. I'll start an area, and we can get it up in there. So
I think I've put an area in, Phil. You know.
Oh, have you done it already? Oh, that's perfect. I'll just, unless you want to pop it in, Nate, just drop it straight into it. You can either upload it in, or if it's too big, I'll host it.
It's fine. It's on. I mean, if you want to rehost it, I'm not bothered. But
Well, yeah, I don't mind if you want to host it. That's fine. But I say if you need the space, I can host. But if you want to chuck it in there, then that'd be great.
it's on the same website that makes all the medals work.
Oh, right. Oh, Christ, I hope that don't go down then.
Hide it. I do.
We'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh yeah, that'll be all right. Group build chat, was it? Yeah. I'll unlock it. I'll unlock the 2023 group builds chat now because we can start to discuss it, can't we?
Yeah.
That's something to do it. That one. Unlock. Right, so the 2023 group build.
Right, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. I won't turn this mic on because it's not working very well over here. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a coat of extreme metals. This is titanium with my glasses. There you go, AK669. It's got it's very metally, but it's got a slight sort of tinted hue, goldy hue. Like titanium had, so that's the plan of action for this one. Because again, although everywhere it says do a gold, if you look at pictures of her in real life, she's not. She's more of a titanium colour, so I'm going to go with that. So that's my plan with this one. So first of all, just clean out the airbrush because I've got the lacquer in it from earlier. Right, switching out airbrushes because I tend to do all metal work with a different one. I should try my Fender, shouldn't I? Should I try it?
Yeah.
My Fender.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I painted this in with mine.
Okay, so this is my Fender. Which one is it? The 8?
500.
No, it's the 180K. 180K. Which is the cheapest airbrush I've ever used.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I've never spent, what was it, 25 quid?
Yes, something like that, yeah.
I think the cheapest I paid for an airbrush is about 75 quid.
It's probably much. I mean, even the old Breville things with the can were probably more expensive than that.
Yeah. Right, so it's got a little Mac valve on it as well. You've got a needle lock. You've got everything you could ever want. So funny enough, we're going to use the needle lock a little bit. Of about half pull, I reckon. There we go. Okay.
Andy, Clint's just put a 43 timeline on. It says here on the 1st of October 1943, British troops entered
Oh, right. Okay.
Right at the end of the year, your Italian campaign stuff, Mussolini was arrested on the 25th of July, 1943.
Ooh.
You got Kursk, Warsaw Uprising, Battle of Kharkiv. There's loads of stuff. Tripoli as well. There you go.
There you go. Loads of scope on that one then.
Yep.
I'm going to put that on the. I'll link that on there.
Tell you what, you forget how fine this 0.2 is. It's really fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to try and do a helmet first, just so we get a feel for this.
This is actually my spraying one. I normally use this visor, but to be honest with you, this
I was going to say, since when did you switch over to my type?
because I use it for in the spray booth because it's not got such a powerful lens, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that one really is a bit too close. Do you know what I mean? And if I'm filming and stuff, I find this is better because you can have it a bit further away but still see.
Yeah.
Could do with swapping the lens out on the other one, but they're not exactly cheap. So I've got one of these off Amazon, and you know what? It's all right. I don't mind it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got Curse, didn't you?
Yeah, see, loads of options, no excuses.
Dave Campbell for Dampusters as well. Loads of stuff in 1943. And you got. Got Gilbert Islands.
Sorry, no, you went a bit 8-bit there.
Oh. Scharnhorst was in 1943.
Is it?
Yeah, so you got the Japanese have driven out the Gilbert Islands, you got the Battle of Tarawa. It's loads and loads and loads of stuff.
Big year.
Yep.
Really, wasn't it?
Not bad idea for Sig. Whose idea was that?
Mine.
I do that one.
I'll claim it.
Apparently.
Can't remember saying it, but I'll claim it.
Still on camera.
Hmm?
Wrong camera.
Just going to extract a sec.
Ooh, delivery.
Got delivery?
On a Saturday. Right.
The old Hermes. Everyone call themselves now.
What is it?
So yeah. This one's for John, really. John's going to approve of this more than anyone else.
Is it a kit?
It's a football kit.
A football kit? Oh no.
Football kit, oh, right.
Oh, you haven't got a blooming newer top, have you?
Man United was going for, wasn't it?
Got
You're trying to change it.
She's decided she wants to support two teams.
Is that she's decided or you've decided for her?
Right.
No, a bit of influencing.
And it's probably someone at school supports Man United, so. You're going to be buying a blue one as well, then?
I don't think Graham's impressed.
Hey?
Don't think Graham's impressed. Tell you what, you can only support Man United and Liverpool when you're 4 there, can't you? I don't know what she's going to do when I take her to the Liverpool Manchester game. I don't know which way she's going to look. Yes. Right, this kit is suddenly showing its shonkiness.
Why?
Fit of the wings is not good.
Look which eyebrush I've started going back onto.
Quite old school.
Oh, look.
School, yeah.
Is that a CR plus?
Yeah. To be fair, it was the only one that yesterday when I picked them up, the only one that could actually work.
The only clean one.
Well, they're all clean, just I haven't used them for such a long time. And I put some into my Pro Convoy.
Yeah.
I was just getting hardly any air out of it. So it's like quickly had a scoot all the other ones that I got, and it was the only one that seemed to be of a decently free trigger. So it went into that.
Fair enough. See, that's why people ask about why do you have so many airbrushes? Well, you keep picking them up until one works.
Yeah. Yeah, gives you a lot of options.
Okay. And yes, I am painting on the sprues, and I don't care.
Yeah, when you got half a colour cup full of paint and find it don't work. A bit annoying.
And for anybody who's never used the old Super Metallics before, highly recommend. They are great for hand painting details.
Yep. No.
This got shonky very quickly.
Is it really bad fit?
Yeah.
Thing is, you sound surprised.
I thought it was going so well, and then suddenly, the fit between the wings and the fuselage, which
Metal underpants painted.
Nice. They are. That's
all
the
that
shiny.
attention to detail doing his crutch.
That's the shiny jock strap.
I thought they'd have done that as a separate piece, like they have the rest of his armour. Which is obviously why he's got two back sides in the kit.
Do you know what you could do? Paint it bright red like him out of Cameo.
Word Up. That was a good song.
Word Up. That's what you could wear as fancy dress. And
Yeah, but that was 80s, wasn't it?
yeah, but we'll let that go just to
just to turn up in a massive
just for
red
value,
cod piece.
That would work.
I was looking last night at 1970s TV programs. Oh my God, I'm in it. We had some shine, didn't we?
Yes.
yeah.
There's some full-on classics, mate.
I saw Blake 7. I thought, what could I do that looked like Blake 7?
That's not a kids' TV program.
It was.
It wasn't.
I was a kid and I watched it.
That was for adults.
I watched it and I was a kid.
You weren't a kid. You weren't a kid in the 70s.
Eh?
You weren't a kid in the 70s.
Yeah, you were a teenager then.
Now between 4
It's almost 20. Oh, is that John?
John had just started at the post office.
Oh, look, Peter says he put up his final reveal photos.
Have you? We'll put
There
them
you
up
go.
again in an hour.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll have a look at them later.
No, we'll get round to doing it. I'm actually surprised it took him so long. So
That's his second one he's done.
Yeah, Super Metallics
a
are
good point.
definitely lacquers.
He has done 2 kits, so yeah, fair play. And we're only on Saturday, afternoon, aren't we?
No, as for airbrushing them, absolutely mega. Just thin them. They thin really, really well. You thin them about 60-70%, and they spray beautifully, and they're as hard as nails. If you
What's
do it
that?
rapid drying thinners, Super Metallics.
Oh yeah.
If you do it with fast drying lacquers, which I've got down the back there, rapid, it will dry almost instantly, and it's as hard as nails.
Rapido.
That's what it's designed for, isn't it?
Good old Peter's finished.
Is it? I don't know.
It's definitely designed for one of the metallics, isn't it? It says on the order sheet.
Yeah, I think it is that. Yeah, is that into that and in primers or something? I've built an IBG Bedford GL truck. Yes, I have, David. I've built that kit. What's the problem?
Here's the back of her head.
The water margin. Hey, we could come as Monkey Magic. I used to love
Monkey
that.
Magic. Oh, there's a programme. I used to love that on BBC Two.
Yeah, I have to agree. Monkey Magic with mint.
I was looking at what's the Chinese thing where he got disowned and he sort of ends his time wandering around everywhere.
Come as Mr. Ben and get
Kung
changed.
Fu.
Is it Kung Fu?
Kung Fu. Set in the Wild West.
Yeah.
And he had Grasshopper.
Yeah. Oh, Grasshopper.
I can't remember.
Yes, it's a good kit, that Bedford. I enjoy it. A lot of parts, you've got to build the chassis. It's all separate chassis and stuff. But yeah, the only problem is it's missing wiper blades. But you can get an aftermarket if you really want to be bothered with them. except from Edard Doom. But no, I enjoyed it. It's not a bad kit at all.
Oh, there she is. It's all
Let's have a
locked.
look.
She's still a bit tacky.
Full screen it.
She's a little bit tacky still.
We'll stick it in the oven.
And to be honest, she's definitely more goldy to my eye.
She's silver on
she's
the
showing.
cam.
She's looking very silver on cam. She's not. She's got a proper gold hue to it, that titanium-y colour. I'll polish her up. Clearly, I'll get in here and polish later.
Well,
Is it cold in your room?
But you know what? I was wondering what these two studs are for.
You're joking.
It's got two studs.
They're not.
I don't think they are. I don't know. But when I saw it, I thought, no, seriously, they haven't, have they? I might leave them off.
1930s.
Yes. But yeah, here she is.
Or 20s, 30s. When was it done? 20s or 30s?
20s.
20s,
Yeah.
isn't it?
1920s.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, I think it'd have been censored.
Did they have censoring in 1920s Germany?
Weimar Republic and all that, innit? It was in between stuff. I don't know. I think they might have been quite liberal.
What hit the Southern prison in those days?
Yeah, I think so. I was watching Babylon Berlin.
All right.
That covers all that sort of era.
There it is. There she is. Oh no, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to push it on, if you know what I mean, because otherwise it's gonna. I'm running the risk of this is still tacky to touch, so I don't want to push it on yet, because otherwise I don't have the fingerprint in her nose.
Don't push it real good.
We won't push it real good.
here's a dilemma.
What dilemma you've got?
The wing root of the fuselage.
Yeah.
If I line the wings up for a perfect fit at the back,
Yeah.
there's about 1.5, 2 mil here. Shorter.
Oh.
The wings are. Is it cord? Is that the right term?
Right.
Wings are longer than the fuselage bit.
Bit of super glue talc.
We saw that on, isn't it that 109 build?
Yeah.
Same trouble.
By cutting out a section of the wing here, like that,
Yeah.
get rid of that bit. I'll worry about that later. I've got a really good fit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just flipping longer.
Oh.
The ear sticks out at the front. Thinking, do I cut it off and shorten it?
Yeah. What's the nose like? Stick the nose on it and see what that fits like.
Here's the funny old thing. If I push the wings back, so if I make it fit at the front,
Yeah, and the longer at the back. Yeah.
longer at the back, the nose fits on, well, sort of, just slides on like that. But then I've got an extra 1.5 mil wing. The wings are, oh, for God's sake. I think I'll go for a better fit at the back and then do some at the front. Lengthen the fuselage a bit and get a good fit there, because that is just like, I mean, fits where it's
Yeah, it's somewhere on the end.
I've literally got 1.5 mil here that I don't want, but I do want. Can I chop the front off and stretch it?
That's a bit. Chop it off the back.
Getting a bit technical now when you're starting to chop it apart to get it to go.
Butcher the front of the wing. Oh, the joys of classic kits.
That's why you like him, because you've got problem solving to do.
Yes.
Supposed to have this built in 2 days.
Hey,
Sorry,
hey.
I need a bit of WD on
Is
that.
Andy just getting his shelf of doom down or what?
Hey,
What was Andy getting up?
in the corner. So I've had to move bits out of the way to get to the layer of paint. But
So anyway,
it's too red for what I want.
Quick update on the Katie ambulance.
Right, hold on. Coming to you. Yeah.
Can you see that, or do I need to zoom in a bit? Let me zoom in a bit. Can you see that? There we go. So I'll give it a bit of a dry brush in and a bit of a wash.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've just sort of, can you see?
Yeah.
Just a bit of dry oils on a flat brush just to pop the detail,
Very
fade
nice.
it a bit. I'm going to go and give it a flat coat, and then I can finish putting the clear part in the acetate that I made for the glass. Perhaps add a bit of mud and dirt around the tyres and stuff. We're not going to go overboard and obviously attach the rear doors. So, yeah.
Very good. Actually. Looking very, very nice, I must admit.
Yeah, actually, you know, with them knackered decals, I think it's worked better than having them bright white.
Yeah, no, definitely. It gives it that more aged look.
Yeah.
If you had them on bright white, they would need knocking back anyway.
I'd have to fade them back anyway, so it's kind of helped me out. But yeah, so it's all right. Can't complain at that.
Very good. Excellent.
Still can't get me head round why it's not 1/72. But there we go. It's for another day, innit? Yeah.
Very cool. Very, very nice.
Thanks.
David's just saying here that he had the same problem with the Fiat Nath, but he can't recall how he fixed it. He probably binned it.
Yeah. Well, it's still on the shelf of you.
He's lobbed it.
I'm tempted to just put a plug in it, but I think what I might do is Millie put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll dry by tomorrow, won't it?
As in which? The front?
It's got to reform the leading edge here. If I just cut the front off, put a 1mm plug in. Right then. Or do a filler job on it. 2-part Millie put will dry quick and won't shrink. Jesus Christ. Should have built a starfighter.
You put the vote up.
Yeah, that's what you get. You put it up for a public vote.
Yeah.
Reap what you sow.
You always end up with a tribe.
You know full well the membership will make you build something really nasty.
Yeah, but it started off so well for him.
The one fit that you need to be good is the one fit that's...
And then just turned to poo at the end.
That's what I take. Just need to... All I need to do is put 1.5 mil here. Forward.
So just put a plastic card in there and just shape it.
Yeah. It's going to be brutal. I mean, messy.
If it does the job, don't matter.
Cut it. Cut. If I do cut off the bottom and stretch it.
The sound of a man convincing himself it's going to work. It'll be fine. I'll just cut a bit off here.
Could just do what Phil would have done, just filled it with super glue. Sanded it into shape. Not far wrong though, am I?
No, you're not. No.
Don't do any work at the back of the wings because it's got raised fabric. It's got fabric detail on control surfaces that I don't want to go anywhere near with a sanding stick.
No, that's okay.
I want to do all the work at the front. Pop that there.
Yeah, right, okay, I found the thing. You know that thing would look like nipples?
Yeah.
It's all right. They go on her hips.
Oh, is that like for oiling?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a what do you call it? A thingy point for putting your grease in. Point.
Grease nipple.
That's it. A grease nipple. That's the thing.
It'd be like
She's
that.
got them.
Jason and the Argonauts with the bronze giant. You know,
yes.
They unplug his heel. Like,
yeah, unscrew his heel and let all the hydraulic fluid out.
Is Achilles' heel?
Yes. That was on the other day.
Was it? Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it. It was the bit with all the oh shit, where oh there it is.
The skeletons.
Yeah, all the skeletons come out the sand.
That's the best bit, isn't it?
Yeah. Would have taken months to do that in time lapse.
Yeah. Well, that them skeletons was a kit, weren't it? Not that long ago, because they'd redone like Harryhausen's stuff, hadn't they?
Yeah.
different kits, and but they weren't cheap. They were really quite expensive, I think, for what they was, but they looked good.
Here comes the plastic card.
Cool.
There's my orange scissors.
It's the bit where here comes the 2-part epoxy filler.
Yeah, the old stuff. I think we should have him on full cam to show a masterclass of getting around this problem.
That's it. I've got him. There you go.
And you can go full teacher mode, and Nathan, explain what you're doing.
Yeah.
He's winging it. That's what he's doing.
No pressure.
I'm presuming it's got the right diedral in it. I'm not even going there.
I wouldn't even go there.
Full teacher mode. Let me turn the TV on.
Yeah, sit here, children, and watch this.
Yeah, the big VHS cassette machine on the wheel.
Yeah.
Wheeling the telly.
You're wheeling the TV, yeah. Oh, God.
I remember those days.
They were good days because by the time they sorted out the tracking on the video, it was pretty much game over.
Just need to put a bit of plastic card shim in. It's basically me just fudging plastic card into. It's going to be a filler job, I think, because I've got to rebuild the wing root here. So I just need a shim of plastic card in there. What an absolute shocker. That's going to show up in the flipping wing roots. I can't do that. Tamiya kits don't give you this extra of value for money, do they?
I thought they would just let you know on the instructions it needed adjusting.
Oh, the blooming instructions.
No, that's Ravelli do that. So sorry for our kit being awful, but if you do want to sand off like 4 mil off of all these areas, it should go together.
The instructions are a bit old school. There's the cockpit that you get. And it just sort of vaguely says, just sort of stick it.
Yeah, just push it on the front and your job's a good one.
Doesn't tell you that there's a 1.5 gap.
Didn't matter in 1960 whenever it was manufactured, did it, the gap?
Not at all.
Right, I need to let it dry a bit. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. I'm running the risk of sticking fingerprints all over her. Because she's tacky.
Is she a bit tacky?
She's a bit tacky.
Thought she was a classy girl.
Tell you what, nearly forgot to put the bull bar on the front and these things on the roof. Over the fence, I think.
Okay, it's going to be a 2-part epoxy job, this. Filler's always the last resort, isn't it? But how the hell am I going to do that any other way?
Yes, I probably will, David. Sorry, Paul. No, was it David who said it? Yeah, David said it about the sprue painters or anti-sprue painters will be on to me. Paul says he's finished the border models 37 Lank in 3 days. Nice to see you got your money's worth out of that kit. What's that? Like that'll be like 150 quid a day?
The whole thing or just the news section? Right, there's nothing to see here. I'm just going to have to rummage for... Find it.
Tim was saying about Crichton from Red Dwarf. His left nipple controlled the body temperature and his right nipple was for tuning the radio. Do you know what? I saw it the other day. It was on YouTube and it popped up, and it's that when they did the University Challenge special from God knows when. That was funny. It was University. It was the cast versus superfans. I think it was for the Red Dwarf night they did. But, yeah, it was actually quite funny watching that back.
So,
I must admit, I met Cat. What's his name? The actor's name?
John Jones.
Yeah, Danny somebody or other. I did meet him once.
Yeah.
He was in a restaurant I was in. And it's one of those where I won't go over and say hello. I won't, because obviously he's trying to have a quiet time, quite frankly, and doesn't want me to come over. And then I was in the toilet and he walked in behind me. We stood next to each other while I was washing my hands. I said, I know this is cringy and all the rest of it. I said, but I've got to say, loved you as Cat. And he goes, oh, cheers, mate, and all the rest of it. But he's a really nice guy, but he's one of those, I'm not going to ruin his day. I'm not going to, he's having a nice quiet night out. He doesn't want to. And then the next thing you know, I'm washing my hands in the loo and he stood next to me.
I know this is cringy, but can I shake your hand?
Yes. Luckily, it was in the days before, like, a decent camera on your phone. So it wasn't quite a selfie in the toilet moment.
God, could you imagine now if I'd been a celeb?
Nightmare, wouldn't it?
It would really, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, can't even go to the toilet without.
Yeah.
I've not used milliput. I need to. It says here for military.
Hey, does it?
What?
Thing is with milliput, it is how old's that one? Because I find it goes off, but it's almost impossible to get it to go back. It's got like a shelf life a couple of years, and afterwards you just can't get it to, properly go together as it used to.
It's that resiny stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes rock hard when it's gone off, but I find that art like that looks like it's the old stuff. Yeah, it's been kicking around a while. And I just find it doesn't like to sort of, blend.
Let's see.
Because I had one of them, I got it out, didn't I, on one of the live shows, and it literally looks like a turd now. It's gone a funny colour.
Nice.
I think I've still got it for comedy balance. What is it?
So you have to take the cam off me because all I'm doing is milliputting at the moment.
That's fine. It's nice to see you kneading. Looks like you're making a mini loaf. Yeah, look, here's mine. It's turned to literally, it's rock hard.
Yeah.
That one. And this is a brand new pack. But that one's
I've had a brand new one for that.
properly rock hard. But I must admit, I've probably had these for 20 years because it's when I had my original model shop. Well, my model store. And yeah, that one's definitely gone rock hard. This one's all right, the funny colour one.
Yeah, mine's gone like
It's all right. I'll put it back in its box and back in the cupboard for another time when I go. That's no good. That's not going to work. Yeah, look, Neil says, Andy, I think Phil's nailed the Beskar look, or Baskar look, whichever it's called. What you need?
Oh, with your
Yeah, you need that.
I'm not really spraying them all now.
Thing is, I'm a bit stuck at the moment because I can't do much because I don't want to hold her because she's still tacky and I need to attach all the little bits. But I'm a bit ahead.
Do you know what you could do?
What's that?
Pull out the old fire bomber.
I'm not that worried. No, to be honest, that's literally ready for paint as well now. And I haven't got any white to be able to prime it up.
Oh, God.
I was going to buy a rattle can and do it.
But you didn't.
But I haven't got that far yet. I need to go over Tragos.
Well, you can do that after the show.
What, pop over Tragos? With all the Christmas stuff.
Could you imagine how busy Trago is?
It will, and it's raining here now, so it'll be packed over there today. What's better, milliput or green stuff?
Depends what you're doing. Both kind of different products, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes.
I think this milliput.
Carl says, with old milliput, I find that if you shave off the dry outer skin, like a kebab, you shave it off the outer bits, it will blend and cure perfectly well. But if you just use it as it is, it won't totally cure properly. So the thing is, my question is, which one's the hardener and which one's the actual resin? Is it the dark one that's the hardener then?
Yeah, the one that always blooming goes hard. For want of a better way of describing it.
This is not having it. Do you reckon green stuff might be the way to go?
Don't know.
Have you got any green stuff then? Might try that.
Will that be hard in the morning, ready for painting? I think that milliput might be for the bin. It's ancient. I don't know if I can build it. I'd rather build it with plastic.
Neil says, I remember back in the day when Phil would build 3 kits on turkey shoot days.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever did 3. I used to do 2, wasn't it? I used to do 2 little ones was always the thing. That's all right.
We've slowed down.
Yeah, I'm getting old now. Terry Head, testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, good, it works. It does.
What works?
You made it through.
What, the selection process?
Well, probably. Have we got the filter on the live chat? It keeps all the want to date a Russian girl out. Probably not as popular these days.
No, probably not. No.
Bottom's dropped out of that market, isn't it?
Yeah, it has, isn't it? Neil says there was the container, the X1 and the bus. Bus? What was the bus? I can't remember the bus. I remember the container. I've still got the container. And to be honest, I've still got the X1. But the container don't count. It's only like, well, literally it's a container. Top, bottom, sides and 2 ends.
It's still a kit.
What's my builds for next year? Probably finishing off what I haven't done this year. Because I got a bit caught up with the old go big or go home, because obviously they're big projects and they took a bit longer than I thought. Normally I do one and a bit a month. And obviously with the big stuff, they were taking 2 months a pop.
And you weren't very well.
And I did have a couple of weeks off, I did. That's why I'm having a couple of days off next week. I'm going to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. Popping down to Cornwall with a family.
Yeah.
If you haven't decided, can I make a suggestion? More aftermarket resin sets, conversions perhaps? Absolutely. Shush, Graham. That's enough. I can go off people, you know. It's bad enough I have to back with this lot every time we speak offline saying about it.
What, the Harrier?
Maybe. Or the new Hurricane. Do you know what? I might go for the new Hurricane just to prove it's not rubbish. Because you know what the people are out there. Online people have like flaming the kit and they haven't even seen it yet. So finishing off the Zucchini Phantom. Don't take the piss. It's here. It's in primer. It's all ready for paint. I'll get that done next week. I might even get a bit done to it on Monday.
I thought the Harry was a done deal as well, not as well. Instead of.
I haven't agreed to anything. Plus the fact that'll take a long time to sort that out. And there you go. If you wanted aftermarket and conversions, that would be the Harry if we did do it, because it needs it.
Trouble is, it's getting older, isn't it?
There you go. Neil says perhaps next year we could have, with the fit in the cost of living crisis, go cheap or go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody down to Aldi's or wherever.
Yeah, that's it. Down to the murder aisle, as I call it, in the middle. See what's in there. You know, as you pick up your Airfix, what was it, Jet Probus they were doing?
Yeah, we'll all be doing Jet Probus.
Whilst you pick up a tarpaulin, an axe, cable ties, some rubber gloves, and a body bag or a tarpaulin. Come out the other day with a pillar drill, a lathe, and a canoe.
Just what you need.
Yeah, Jim's quite correct there. Milliput is good stuff. Keeping it good is really the tough part. Yes.
Yeah, they'd have thought how long that's actually been in production. They'd have figured that out now, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because you ever tried the white and the black Milliput?
The thing is, they've got the perfect business model, haven't they?
Is that the fine one, Matt? Because they do like a standard, a fine one.
The standard one, I think, is the one that Nathan's using, which is like that greeny.
Yeah, it's the green and the browny one, isn't it?
And then
which is the red box. Then they did
the black one and the white one.
Oh, right.
I say it's the perfect business model.
Yeah, that's it. It goes off. When you go to use it, it's gone off. Buy another one.
Well, it is really. It's not a bad business model, but a bit annoying.
Sultan of Swing says, Matt, when's the Sakamori F4G's landing?
Probably New Year now.
Mm-hmm.
But they are on the way.
Yes. When's the Meng one coming?
Next month, I think.
Have you seen that? They've announced the F4E now as well.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that was announced yesterday, I think it was, or Friday, that they released the F4E as well. So that's coming down the line now.
I'm just waiting for the F to the German.
Well, that's the big question. The guy saw it was on their social media page, and everyone was asking, when are you going to release the F? Because this one they've released of the E is the late one, and it's got the slatted wings and all the rest of it, so it wouldn't take too much to do the F from that one.
I might as well buy that because I bought some decals. I'll show you the decals I bought. I bought decals for a kit that doesn't really exist.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Let's have a look, Nate. Sorry, I had me.
It's got the nice day glow, that Luftwaffe day glow look.
Show us again.
Let's get it out properly because there's some really cool schemes in it. I know you can get the Hasegawa F, or you can sort of get it. But Wingman decals, who are Air Dock and various companies together, had this at Telford.
Oh, look, nice. That's nice, those ones.
Which ones would you do?
Well, I've got enough decals here for 2.
All right,
Nice.
okay.
That's all right then.
Oh,
hello, sorry, I've just got to go. There's a door.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So, let's have a look.
Those two, you got the Richthofen squadrons.
Yeah.
With Dayglow. You've got
I like them ones.
Moulders with the sort of yellow tails.
Yeah, yeah.
The one I might do is the maddest one of the lot, to be honest. But these ones, again, more JG74s. But it's got areas like camo schemes. This is why the German ones are cool, because they stayed in service forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Got weathered a bit. Some Goose Bay ones. Just like tons of decal options in here.
Nice.
These are half of them because it's double printed. Basically, like loads and loads of options. Just tons of. Just goes on forever. Well, this
is absolutely loads, isn't there? There you go.
Look what they did to this one. They just painted over the German marking.
Yeah.
So I quite like that one.
Yeah, so it's a bit different there, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's just like this decal sheet just goes on forever. And this is every other page because there's options on the back as well.
You've got the sort of definitive F4F Luftwaffe
Get your money's worth, don't you?
Yeah, you do, definitely.
Enough decals to do 2. But it's literally like, it is the definitive guide to, well, there's bloody stencils, obviously, but that's half the decal options in this sheet. It's literally the lot. But it's got some cool sharp mouth ones. But I quite fancy doing the Dutch one where they zapped it. The only F4F in Dutch service. Some cheeky buggers just went and repainted it. Yeah. So I'm
Very
waiting
nice.
to see if I can get an F out of one of these boxings.
Hey, look, you could always do the old Esky kit,
I could.
because that's an F4F in theory.
Yeah. Or I could wait maybe just another 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, that's it. Get something a bit more modern.
One of them's going to do it because the G, the E, and the F are really similar, aren't they? Really.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yes.
not a complete sort of phantom sort of rivet counter, so as long as it looks about right, I'll be all right. Because I wonder if some of them have got the optional tail. I think the big difference is around the back, the tails. The top of the tail's the big difference between the F and the G's and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was for 20 quid. It's a bit pricey, but it is literally like the lot, all of them. In those grey schemes, anyway, in the Norm 81 camo schemes, it's like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to get that. It's one of the few European traders that made it through.
Cool.
Did
he declare his tax on the way out? That's what you want to know. Mind you, if it's a decal company, you probably has to have him in his suitcase.
Just bring him in a satchel, don't you?
Yeah, that's it.
Hopefully they'll still work something out, solve that silliness at the board.
Jim says, question, where do you find room and space for the 24th scale models? Just a Harrier alone seems to take up a lot of space. I cheat. I hang mine on the wall. So my 32nd stuff and 24th stuff and anything big goes on the wall. Smaller stuff, if it fits, goes in the cabinet. There's a couple of exceptions, but behind me now, I know you can't see, but I've got the VC10, the 72nd one hanging with the Bear behind me. And then over here, we've got the B-52, the Vulcan, the B-17, the Lancaster, and the A-10, all the big ones. They're all up on the walls. And then upstairs, I've got the Hurricane, the 24th scale one we did at the beginning of the year, with my Typhoon. They're tucked away up there, hiding under a sheet. So, yes. But that is definitely a problem with the big stuff, is where'd you put it?
Yeah.
Phil, when you're going to build the Mandalorian ship, it's still on the list. As I say, I'm just a little bit behind on where I want it to be, ideally, because I have the list here somewhere, the original list. Have I binned it? Oh, no. I think I've binned the list now. What have I done with the list? I did have a list. There it is. Sorry, we took it out. Okay. So, first up was the Hurricane, 24 scale, done. Then the 32nd Sky Raider, we've done that. 32nd Hornet, we did that. That took a bit of time and a trip to the hospital. Great Wars Hobbies Strike Eagle, 48 scale, is done. We did the Jaguar, which was that dual build thing that we did this year. That's done. The Monogram Voodoo, done. And as I say, currently working on the CL 215 as well. And we've got her, she'll be done. And then obviously we've got the Phantom, which will be done. So off of that list, the only ones we haven't done this year are the 32nd Eagle, which is still obviously on the list, and the Meng Abrams and the Razor Quest. So that's them. So originally we set out to do the Hurricane, the Hornet, the Abrams, Sky Raider, Eagle, Phantom, as in the EJ, Strike Eagle, Jaguar, Razor Crest, Voodoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So you've still not done 3.
So I've got 3 to go.
And I thought I'd done bad this year.
And how many did you start?
Quite a few.
I think I've had
starts.
It's a fallow year, isn't it? It's been like that.
Yeah. I think I didn't take into account, obviously, well,
Right.
I haven't done big stuff like that for a few years, and you forget that if it's a 10-parter, even if you're putting up 2 parts a week, that's still 5 weeks. So it takes you into the other month right the way through. And some of those were 12, 15 parts. So obviously they're like month and a half builds anyway. And then, as you say, I was a bit ill at the beginning of the year. So that put us back by a month. So yeah, we're getting there. But we had some good fun ones this year. The Italeri look back at the Jaguar doing a side-by-side build. That was quite interesting to do.
That was a
as you say, fun ones like the monogram one. Not so fun, obviously, the 30-second scale Hornet.
You got to think though, that monogram one was not really planned because it was just
it was a bit of an extra one in there.
Yeah, we were talking about, and then obviously we got got sent the kits, and like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's all right. This time next month it'll be Boxing Day. It's got ages yet. But Nathan's got a hypodermic needle. Is he shooting up?
Yeah, it's time for cocaine. Or heroin.
He's on his methadone.
I've just gone the super glue and kicker route.
Oh, is that what it is? Thank God. I don't want to put up this thumbnail with this, and it's that.
Clickbait.
It looks like you're shooting up, but it's fine.
Can't beat a hypodermic needle for precision application of kicker.
You can't. You're right.
Terry's just asking, who makes those decals, Nath? You just had up. What's the manufacturer?
Right. If you go on to Google, and I'll show you this. Hang on, let's put that away before I spill it everywhere. It is a place called House of Phantoms. I think online they might be called Shop of Phantom. They're out of Germany. They're from Germany. So, yeah, 30 different markings options designed for Zukimura kits, it says here. So they must know something.
Yeah, perhaps they do know about that then.
There's the website, houseofphantoms.com. And they're out of Germany. Printed by Cartograph, like everything else.
Yeah, good job.
They did the Wingman Tornado decals that I used. They were amazing. So, yeah. So they had a little table at Telford, so I'm having that. There we go. Bit of super glue. Bit of plastic card. But I've just glued my arm.
Gordon says, team, could someone please fix my finger trouble, please? How do I move a thread from one area to another? You can't. You have to let us do that. Easiest, Gordon, if you just message me what you've put underneath, when I get a minute, I'll move it for you.
Just actually, we're going to go through the thread, see what people are up to.
We can do, yes. But yeah, if you just send me that, Gordon, just copy that across to me as a message on the forum, and then after this, I'll shift it for you.
Say 3:25 already.
I know. Time fly. We'll just keep going.
Don't think I'll get away with that tonight.
No, okay.
Tomorrow, perhaps.
It's all right. My other half's not home until later, so it's fine. She's working until...
Well, you and Nathan carry on, because you're like alone, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. My other half's working tomorrow now as well, so I'm good. She was off tomorrow, but now she's working, so we're all right.
You could do a night shift.
Yeah, she's not allowed to do back-to-back shifts. They frown upon
that. Us, I mean.
Oh, us, yeah, right. We'll just go right through till tomorrow morning at 10.
No, we really won't do that.
Probably not good. Not especially if we get on the drink in the evening. Last question, then I'll go around the forum. All right, guys. Sorry. I thought it was all going far too well. I have noticed that you don't use the adjustable aircraft modelling stands. Are they unnecessary in your view? Just asking, as I never use one myself. This question came up the other day, actually. We were talking about them on one of the shows. We basically came to the conclusion that if you're perhaps doing World War II biplanes that have got geometry in the wings and stuff like that, we get it. You know, totally. Having a stand to be able to hold the wings in place whilst it's drying and gluing and to get a good alignment all the way through, yes, we get. Everything else, no.
I use one all the time.
Do you? What, for all the biplanes you build?
No, for holding my Shelf of Doom stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah, there you go. You see? Andy's just holding up his Shelf of Doom.
I can triple stack aircraft on top
to each other. So, yeah, there you go. I think that says everything. I think, you know, like I do, and I know the guys, when we spoke about it before, a lot of us put the model down as long as it's central, and then perhaps we'll use sanding sticks or Lego blocks and other things just to get it all jigged so it's square. Because obviously you don't want the tailplane leaning over and the wings at jaunty angles. You've got to get it all square. And the most important one is obviously you want the tailplane to be level with the wings, or correct anhedral or dihedral, whichever it is, to be correct for it. So, from that point of view, yeah, but I don't see the real point of a jig in that. If you're working on something pretty delicate like a biplane and you've got rigging and stuff and it can just hold it all in one place, then yeah, I sort of get it. But for all other stuff, I don't really.
Yeah, I agree.
What can't Richard find for under £2,000? Oh, it's all right. It's a display case, apparently. Okay. If you want the bigger ones, go to Argos, the big ones that I've got, the long ones, because they're a lot longer and wide. Because IKEA do them at quarter of the price, but they're square. Argos do the long ones. So what you do is take the centre glass out like I did, and I end up with a big one. So
and then it collapses and crushes your model.
Yeah, because you should put the screws in to hold the glass in place. But yeah, you'd think I'd know after the first time, but hey, it makes interesting shows. Right, okay, so if we go over to down in the threads, let me just bring it up. Right, too far, work in progress. I'll tell you what, we'll start off with Peter's completed.
Yeah, good idea.
Chieftains. Oh, the Iranian ones. That's not popular, just saying. Whew. Right. Peter's finished off two Tamiya Classic Chieftains.
Not if you're Welsh.
Yeah, true.
Is it Welsh? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Mm.
Anyway,
nice.
Carry on.
Very nice. That was obviously, we sold them before we changed our mind.
Come out nice. I like it with the red on it.
Yeah, it looks nice with the red on it.
Oxide colour. I think it looks quite cool.
Yeah. Very nice indeed. Very good. Well done, Peter. Lovely job as always.
Yep. First complete.
First complete, yes. Okay, work in progresses. Oh, look, the chicken walker from Robert. Oh, look, the aircraft leg is in.
Oh,
installed.
God, no. What is that? Is US Air Force.
You reckon?
Yeah. I don't know what off.
Yeah, definitely something or other.
Could be off a bomber.
A bomber. Here we go.
That's cool.
Oh, look, he's got mahogany surface primer as well.
So you got to have mahogany. It's that nice
brown.
in between. Yeah, it is. It's a nice brown. Yeah, basically. It's a good shadow colour, good base colour for building off.
Give a good solid base.
Yeah, and black can be a bit stark, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, intermediate true one.
Oh, look, the Basset Beagle.
The Basset of the Beagle.
Look at that.
It's got an interior.
Very nice. Full interior detail. Have Airfix re-released this now?
Yes, we've sold it.
It's one of the classic ones now, yeah?
It's a vintage classic, yeah.
Vintage classic.
Nobody else is going to do a Beagle Basset, are they? Just even Airfix is like, I wonder what made them possess. We'll do one.
Yeah, true. Very nice. Good job. Oh, looks like we're no further forward in there. Oh, look, this TIE Fighter.
Is that the little one or a bigger one?
This is the bigger one, wasn't it? This was the, oh, God, yeah. The 1 to 110. Not that much bigger.
So it's not that big then, is it?
There we go, look.
Have you got the 156 scale one?
I have.
What's that like?
Yeah, it's all right. Oh, there we go. All in painted.
Just talking to Star Wars, I don't know, because I think I might have been on about it with you, Andy, weren't it? That somebody on eBay was selling a 5mm slave one and Jango Fett starfighter thing.
Yeah.
Right.
With a load of and a Naboo starfighter.
Yeah.
Oh, loads of it then. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few others as well in there. You know, like the other Star Wars stuff that Fine Moles did.
Silly prices, though, weren't they?
They weren't cheap. Look at that. It's making me want to get the one I've got on the roof down and do it.
So this is Tim's Dornier. Was it 217? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not going to go for the rescribing option. Nice interior detail though, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
was thinking
That's
that.
what I mean. They've upgraded the cockpit. They did that. They've only done 2, and it's like, I wonder why they stopped, because they added another sprue with like I say, a cockpit. That one was raised panel lines. The retooled the one I did, which was the DO-24 flying boat, and rescribed it, because that used to be raised. I wouldn't say it's like brilliant. You could probably do a rescribing it again, but yeah, they're. I mean, that's just a greenhouse at the end of the day, isn't it? So the original kit, I don't think had a lot of cockpit, but yeah. So again, I don't think it'd take a lot to rescribe it if you really wanted to. I think I will when I get round to mine, and it's going to be donated to Nathan for Luftwaffe Sig.
Very nice. Apparently, those decals, the Luftwaffe ones we're looking at, they're available at Hannants, although they're 30 quid.
All right, so I did
How
all
much
right.
do you pay for them, Nate?
I think I paid £20.
Oh. Exactly, was in his pocket. No VAT, no questions.
Exactly.
Right. And that's that one. Okay, so this is the Hobby Boss submarine. Oh, look, bit of primer, bit of rescribing. Very nice. It's a tubby one, isn't it? Black.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. There we go. Got the grey going on. More like the blacky grey. Very nice. Good job. Keep going, Angus. Great work. and oh, the Hobbycraft. BF 109. Oh no.
How's that going?
No more.
No more on that.
No
Tell you
more.
what, going back to your modelling over this year,
Yeah.
we kind of forgot another major bit as well that somebody's put in chat. It was red hot for months on end.
Well, yeah, it was a bit warm in the summer.
About
trying
4
to paint.
months, it was pretty hot, so it kind of slowed everybody down.
Yes, that was the bit where I was spraying it before 6 in the morning and being done by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was too hot.
And then you were sat on your decking.
Yes, with a gin and tonic.
Can't fault you. Don't forget to bring the gin at New Year.
Okay, I'll bring up a bottle. Do you want your Baileys as well?
I've got loads here.
Oh, right, okay. Mark, obviously working on the, which one was that he was doing? That was the Tamiya Raiden, the original one.
Coming along.
Very nice.
How's the fit?
Well, it seems to be doing all right.
We should have the Tamiya Harrier challenge.
Oh my God. I tell you what, it's funny because you see people who do it and they do a really nice job on it and you think, bless their heart, the work that's gone into that, I'd tip my hat. You know? Yeah. Saw one the other week, it was up on the interweb and it was absolutely stunning. And it's like, wow. I had to do a double take. The bit where it said Tamiya 48th, I had to do a double check.
You can say you go, wow and why. That's come out good, hasn't it?
Very nice. Here we go.
Rattling through with that. Blimey.
Yeah, that's it. Happy with that green and the faded. Looks all good.
Yeah, it does. Oh.
It's nice. Oh, look, gloss coat on.
Ready.
Ooh, decals next.
Decals.
Keep going, Mark. Great job on there.
Yeah, fantastic.
And
oh,
that was right. This was the 72nd. Was it 72nd? Can't remember.
Yeah, 72nd. Yeah.
Doodle bug and spit. Oh, comes the spit part. Feelers up. Here we go. Hundreds. Here we go. Bit of filler in the old ring roots. Oh, Plasto. Good stuff, that.
Nice.
It is good stuff, that
Can't
Plasto.
go wrong with Plasto. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a solvent-based one rather than
Yeah,
a water.
you can thin it with a little bit of lacquer thinners. Goes great.
Yeah, or even acetone does it
Yeah.
as well. If you thin it with extra thin or something, it's pretty good stuff. Yeah, that handy.
Hold on, is Andy showing?
I don't know.
Where is he? There he is. Oh no, he's
Showing-
looking at paint.
What are you showing paint for?
I'm not. I'm just looking. I'm looking at the.
Oh, I thought you were showing
shop,
I thought you were showing us. I thought you had somebody's hand.
No, I'm trying to match up with.
Big Panther.
Okay, so this is the Land Rover being technicalised. The Dusker. Very nice, coming along. Where are we? Oh, the Valkyrie. That's how the Filler Queen is.
Sounds like a Queen song.
She's a Filler Queen.
There
There we go. Look, there's the old join fitted shoe
that's
to
not
fill.
a join. That's a lump though. How big it is.
Who makes the 48 scale one? Somebody does the 48 scale one, don't they? That's a
HPH
monster.
did
Is it
didn't
HPH? Oh, it's huge.
What did they announce? That I said to Johnny needs one.
What, HPH?
Oh yeah, a 132nd HE 177 Grief.
Oh right,
Nathan?
okay.
One for you for Luftwaffe.
That'd be the display on its own. Sweet.
Yeah, it takes up a table.
Yeah.
Nice job on the filling there, Richard. You're really hammering her down. That's what you got to do. Keep persevering. Sand and fill, sand and fill.
Tell you what though, it's a cool looking aircraft.
It is, yeah.
Isn't it? It's like some spaceship.
And it was knocked on the head by a weird pilot. I was going to say something else. Naughty pilot who did a barrel roll, wasn't it, in a starfighter, and then clipped it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it brought it
Yeah.
down. There was 2 prototypes made, and the first prototype got clipped and crashed.
Where's the other prototype?
It's in a museum now, isn't it? It got rolled out the other day. I think they brought it out for a bit of a sun off and a dust off and everything else. I saw something on Facebook about it.
Must have a room on its own. It's freaking massive.
Stevens, obviously, he's working on Sea Wolf system. Very nice. Coming along very nicely there with that, with the launcher erector system. There's something to be said about that system. I was talking to somebody about this the other day who's in the Navy. And obviously, a lot of systems nowadays use the old, it's like a tube system that just they're installed onto onto the ship, but they can only be reloaded back at base. Where obviously with the Seawolf system, it's magazine fed. You can reload the magazine at sea. So in some ways, it's a better system. I don't know how long it took to reload in that, but it wasn't a long time. But yeah. Scooby Doo. No much more on there. Still in primer.
Still primer.
Still primer. B-Wing. Here we go. Very nice. All the subcomponents ready. Engines. Cockpit.
Nice looking cockpit. Go back.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, don't bother.
No, going back. There we go.
A lot of detail, isn't there?
Yeah, nice painting job in there. Good job. Very nice. Oh god, now I've lost it. Where'd it go? There it is. Sorry. Wrong button. Sub-components all together, and there we go. That's the intakey bit.
Oh, okay.
Black base up. Bit of marbling.
Bit of marbling, yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Very
Good
nice
job.
indeed. This is the Doodlebug. Vengeance Weapon 1, whatever you want to call it. Look, there's Matt there, busy with his little wet palette.
Very busy.
Very busy. Very, very busy.
As always.
Yes. Here we go. Primed.
Is this Peter's?
This is... Yes, I think so. Hold on. No, it's Andy's.
Andy's is this one. Okay.
Yeah, we've got a couple on the go, but no, very nice indeed. Got the masks being cut for it and all the rest of it.
Nice.
Very nice indeed. Oh, look, Vlom and Boss.
Yeah.
How's that coming along?
No, it's not. Okay.
It is. No, it is. Go back up. Yeah,
that's where we were before.
No, it's where it was. Yeah,
it was where we were before. No change. Are we into no change area now? Universal carrier? No change.
Right, so we're caught up then.
I think we've caught up. Let me just try the turkey shooter.
No.
I think we've caught up now.
We have.
Fair enough.
Good progress though from people.
Yes, well done, chaps. Keep going at it. Keep posting up, doing all the bits. And as I say, we'll have a look back there.
Nice.
Yes, also called the buzz bomb. Or
Yeah.
the doodle bug. And as my nan used to testify, it's fine when you could hear them. It's when you couldn't. They were a problem.
What time tomorrow? What time for what tomorrow?
What, the shows?
You've got till midnight tomorrow, ain't you?
Yeah, midnight tomorrow. As I say, there's no rules to this because it's a fun one. It's not like we're being stringent with it. So
it's not.
I'll lock it down, or what? Well, not even lock it down, but what I'll do is the reveal section I'll let run. But obviously I'm away next week, so I'll use the reveals from this as probably next Friday's video. And then I'll go, when I get back, I'll put all the stuff back in the normal work areas on the forum anyway. It was the second XP70 that was in the accident, the better one.
Right.
Was there a better one? Was one better than the other then? Apparently it didn't like being hit. But it was only sent out. I saw a program on it a long time ago. It was one of these Misodian museum programs.
Yeah.
And they were saying apparently it got sent out. It was a photo shoot. It shouldn't have even been flying. It's because they wanted a publicity photo or something. So they all went up, and it was a chase plane. And it was a couple of starfighters. I think there's a Phantom with it as well. And they finished all the photo shoot and all the rest of it. And then they kept calling for like, one more photo. And then literally the starfighter did an aileron roll next to it and then clipped it. And that was it. Brought it down.
Why was it doing a roll next to it?
Well, that's also the big question. But I don't think the crews got out. So.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit of a bad day. But then, apparently, it was what was the death nail in the programme, because obviously the prototype, they only built two, as they said. And I didn't realise there was a difference between the first one and the second one. If this was the second one, was obviously the more upgraded one, and they cancelled the programme. But apparently, it did reach all its test evaluation it had to get to. It did all of that. So, Anyway, the big news is the Raider, wasn't it? The B-21 Raider. Is that this end of this month? It's going to be displayed for the first time. Apparently, it's on budget and it's on time. So it's the replacement for the B-2. So it's the new stealth bomber from the US.
Does it look any different?
No, apparently at a glance, but no one's seen it yet officially. But
that's a stealth plane, isn't it?
Do you know what's amazing though? In all this technology and all the rest of it, no one's taken a photo of it, and there hasn't been a single leak about it at all. And you think how the world is these days?
Like Nathan's just said, because it's stealth, you can't see it.
Can't see it. That's
It's invisible.
Yeah, don't make it invisible though.
It's like the Emperor's new clothes.
Perhaps that's what it is. It's got a cloaking device like a Klingon bird of prey. That's why no one's got a photo of it.
Exactly.
So yes, interesting. I must admit, it'll be interesting to see that one. I like that. The Valkyrie. That's why the Russians built the MiG-25, and then obviously America then built the MiG-15, the F-15 to counter the MiG-25. It's one of those things, wasn't it? And then obviously the MiG-31 came along because let's face it, the MiG-25 was awful.
Look good though. Look mean.
The good old days of the arms race, eh?
There you go. It got caught up in the vortex from the wing, apparently.
Well, I wouldn't say he got caught in the vortex of the wing because he hit the wing. That was the thing. The vortexes normally come off of wings, not part of the wing, but it caught the wing, wouldn't it?
Don't know, not getting involved. Sounds technical.
Yeah.
Yes, not good.
No, not good. Not a good day.
Definitely. Well, not for that programme. A couple of billions pounds worth went up in smoke. There you go. Apparently, you can see it in person. The XB-70 is at the Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio.
Is that where it is?
I bet it is, actually. I bet it's a cool jet.
I bet the 104 pilot was thinking, nah, it's not worth ejecting.
Yeah, it's not worth the bollocking I'm going to get for this. Very nice. Oh, apparently it's being unveiled on December the 2nd. Hey, look, if it's being unveiled, it'll be public. That's the point, isn't it? But
You think they won't unveil it and just keep that mystique about it, wouldn't you?
I suppose the public want to know where the money's gone.
Well, yeah, but they'll be gone on £1 million toilet rolls and $1 million toilet rolls and $10,000 pencils, won't they? They usually do.
I think the best one, if you read the story about the SR-71, technically it's built of all Russian titanium because the US didn't have any titanium, not that they could use on the SR-71. So they bought it all from Russia. And there's actually a book about how many they had all these, because obviously it was all done by the Secret Service of starting up fake companies to another fake company, so it couldn't get traced back. So they had something like a chain of 50 companies to buy the titanium from Russia, and eventually it comes back to the US. And it's quite funny how it was used against them, and it was all Russian titanium that was used.
Well,
It's ironic, isn't it?
that's what happens, isn't it?
Bit of espionage. There we go. Simple solution. Bodge it with super glue.
Have you done it?
I have.
Oh, let's have a look.
Come on, tick you red on me.
See, the other interesting thing about keeping secrets as well is that they reckon there's been now 5 airworthy of the next generation of stealth fighters in the US, and they've been flying now for the last year. And no one spotted them either.
It's sat under this stuff there. I quite like this stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah, the
AK
stuff.
That drives rock hard. The white one does. I think that's a grey one, isn't it? There's 2 things. One of them's really solid, the white one.
So I've just put a really thin layer of putty over the top, just almost like a Mr. Surface there.
Yeah.
So that whole front basic knife, tweezers. This bit here is all just bits of super glue and plastic card. And it's 1.5 mil of just goo. And then the next problem is going to be fitting the cowling, because now the cowling just sort of fits anywhere you like, really. And if I do it like this, it's good at banking left. Do it like that, good at banking. Just doesn't fit anywhere. There's nothing to attach it to.
So no locating a notice.
No,
What about
right.
what about when the engine's in it?
I mean, it does, to be honest, on the real thing, look like an afterthought. It's got this nice curve to it.
Yeah.
Nice sort of shape to it, and then they just whack this thing on the front. But there's nothing to attach it to.
I might have said, does the engine attach to the
The engine
fuselage, and that attaches to the
engine's all the way down there at the front.
No, right. So it's not.
Yeah, it's not going to push onto it.
What I might do is just put a really thin piece of plastic card on the back of that.
Yeah.
Just butt join it.
Does it overlap a little bit though? Is it supposed to overlap just a little bit?
I don't know. It does sit like that. But the mating is just like that circle there.
Yeah.
Fits perfectly with that hole.
Fair enough.
What are they thinking? So I might just put a piece of plastic card on the back of that, cut round it, but odd it goes. But you know what? What did I pay for it? About £6.
Yeah.
Look at all the hours of enjoyment you've had for that £6.
Yeah, I might have to put a night shift in tonight to get this ready for paint though. I'll be in the garage tonight.
Right, I'll be back in here at 9 o'clock after Argentina's lost.
In there. But there you go.
I thought that was common knowledge, Chris. Have I just dropped the beans again?
What?
A bit like the time I was explaining how IFF works on aircraft, and everyone was like, "You shouldn't be saying that." But I thought it was common knowledge. So I do apologise.
Oh,
I haven't signed an NDA with the military.
right.
Fine. Yeah, good job.
The man in black will be around tonight.
He's off somewhere quiet.
Say again, Nate.
The man in black will be round to see Phil tonight then.
Yes, that's it.
Out for that Osprey coming over.
Yeah, that's it. If we get an Osprey over here, yeah, it's one of Maidenall's ones. That's the dodgy ones when they turn up with special people in balaclavas.
Go for a nice long holiday somewhere.
That's it. Can I go somewhere warm? Like Guantanamo Bay? Is that still open?
Watching there's a thing on YouTube and they were discussing about how Russian forces in Ukraine have got Arctic Warfare Magnum rifles.
Oh, right.
And they reckon that because they're not allowed to supply to the Russian military, but at the time they were allowed to supply to private individuals.
Yeah, so a private individual can buy them, but not a military.
Yeah. But
crazy.
Who's to say a private individual that's buying half dozens not really the military?
I did see the video the other day of a Black Hawk falling out of the sky quite dramatically in Afghanistan, one of the ones that they captured. And it's coming quite true now because it was pointed out at the time, yes, they can fly them, but can they maintain them?
Yeah.
And the answer to that one was no, the way it fell out of the sky. So...
Yeah, it's a shiny pants are done.
Oh, look. I was going to say, have we got any progress from you? You've been spraying away all afternoon. That actually looks quite good, actually. It's a nice contrast of his bum.
Yeah. Everything, to be honest with you, is painted. This is like the grey parts of his armour that go on the sides of his legs and sort of like his torso, sort of like his, it's on his stomach.
Oh, right, yeah.
Above and below his belt, so they're grey. And then, all the leather work's all painted a
leather colour.
A leather colour.
A leather colour.
Leathery.
Yeah, I was wondering what I was going to like mess around with that a lot, but I think I might just give it a dry brush, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Just because it's leathery, if you sort of polish it,
yeah,
as in by dry brushing and polish it as well with your finger, you get that nice reflection to it then.
Yeah. I ended up using a mix of the XF84 originally used. Then I think I lightened it with some XF52. It made it a bit too warm. Then I ended up putting some, what's red brown? XF90?
No, next. But yeah, there's two in there. 90.
Yeah, I think actually it's the old one, to be honest with you, whatever it was. 64, is it?
64 is the original one.
I use that just to make it look a bit more ready. And
anyway, Andy, I'm insulted.
Why?
When I did a tutorial on how to paint leather on my soldier figure.
Yeah, but that'll take me the weekend just to do that on all I've got to do here. You see what to do?
No.
Tons.
What else you got better to do with yourself? You've had your McDonald's.
I need to put it together tomorrow. And that's just a few bits that I've painted up. Going everywhere now.
My God.
There's lots of... I didn't realise are you sure that's just one person? I don't remember any other figures being like that.
I am not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I think I might be...
it's a million little bits, isn't it?
Like I said, I'm sure he must be an octopus, the number of arms I've got.
Good to see you following the instructions.
Well, no, that's the problem. I just cut all the bits off the sprue. I painted them the colour that they were on the sprue, so... But, yeah. At least it's all painted rather than missing a few bits.
Is anybody up for a ICM Trot Beaufort?
Who's got one of them?
I don't all shout up at once.
Isn't it?
I don't all shout up at once. It's next release from looks quite good in the old med markings of
1943.
I reckon you could get away with that. Probably had them in Malta or something, didn't they? Improved in armament. I don't know. I'm going to read the bump. It might have it. Well, combat at the Mediterranean Sea in North Africa. It'd be good for shipping because the thing is, wasn't there? Tornado.
You know how many hands has the Mandalorian got?
2 normally. But don't forget, sometimes they do them with the guns.
Yeah,
if they've got it holding a gun or not. So you get 2 different types of hand.
Got 4 hands on that sprue. And I've got 4 hands on that sprue.
Yeah, but it's inner and outer parts of the hand as well.
Yeah,
they usually sandwiched together.
It still means I've got 8 hands.
Oh.
There's 8 pieces on there, so it's 4 hands.
Yeah.
And there's 8 pieces on there, so it's another 4 hands.
Yeah, it's probably for holding different guns because the stormtroopers do that. You've got different guns it can hold, and it's got different hands for each one. Because I think is it the big one, the ones with the big cannon, or you got the one like the MG42. It's all different hands for it. It's handy Andy. James is here all week. Chris is saying about putting black ink over the leather makes it look realistic. Also, if you use enamels, because they're quite oily, they give a nice sort of leathery look to it as well.
I did mention black ink last night, didn't I?
Jim's off. He's got Saturday things to do.
That's it.
There you go, Jim. You can see us tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, well, 10 o'clock sharp. So we've had a good day, haven't we, everybody? Since
we have.
4
I've
o'clock.
done very well. We've got her done and everything. I'm going to let her dry, I think, for a couple of hours because, as I say, she's drying off all the time, but I don't want to hold it and end up with a fingerprint. So, and I need to squeeze bits in. Squeeze things. So,
have you painted the base, Phil?
Yes.
All right.
It's all been done black, but I am going to dry brush it. But again, that's gloss, so it's going to be, you want it to properly go off.
Yeah.
And everything. So, yeah, and then we'll do the Metropolitan bit on the front. So
I'm going to permanently fix the roof on.
Very nice. Let's have a look. See, hold on, coming in.
Because that's just click fitted in at the minute, look.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel so I'm going to permanently.
Can you have it with the doors open?
You can have it with the doors open, I suppose. But I'm not really bothered to.
Yeah.
I've just roughly painted it, so that's going to slide into place. I've put the and painted the ball bar bumper bit, and these 2 knobbly bits vents I would have thought on the roof, and then I'm pretty much think I'll call it done. Actually, I don't want to go any further than that. I think it's come out not too shoddy.
Are you going to put a bit of acetate behind the windscreen?
Yeah, I've got that already cut, so I'll glue that with a bit of white glue. Probably later on, and it can set overnight then.
Yeah.
Super glue the roof in, I think, because it's a bit of a funny fit, just to get it to line up. Yeah. And I'll call it done, and I can do something else tomorrow. Not that I'll get it built. I don't know. I'll play with something else, I think.
Do the fire engine?
No, I'm not doing the fire engine. It's not real.
You could.
I could, but I'm not.
Could you not do it as a civvy one?
Eh?
Could you not do it as a civilian sort of fire engine thing?
I could, but I don't want to. I want to do something else. I wanted to do the KT ambulance, and I've done it, so I'm happy with that. That'll do.
I remember you saying before you was going to do the Airfix one for the turkey shoot. So is this the smaller version of?
Is it technically an Airfix one? Is it not?
yeah, all right, okay. Not the one I thought you were thinking of.
No, he weren't the one I was actually going to tackle the first one. But then we kind of, when we was having a discussion about the old vintage classics and stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously with me and Nathan and John stuck to that criteria where you 2 just bottled it and had to give for something new.
All right.
So,
yes, originally we were all going to do old stuff, but yeah, bottled that. Didn't think of that. Nathan, how's it going with yours?
Very Let me put myself back to this.
Say mine's at least a year old.
Yeah, I've had mine about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to play around with this thing a bit this evening. So I've just decided put a piece of tube
Yeah.
back of that, and then that'll go bink onto there.
Mm-hmm.
Put the exhaust. I've lost the instructions, so I need to work out how to do that. But it's basically, I think I need to the bit of the wing. I had to cut that back of the wing bit to get a fit there, so I've lost that bit. So I need to do something with that, just fill that gap. But I just wanted to make sure I had a good join here.
Yeah.
Because all this has got raised fabric detail on it. I didn't want to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I've rebuilt the wing leading edge there, and then it is, assuming the tail fits without any bother. I'm on the home straight, really, construction-wise, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Just need to find that. I've dropped it somewhere and sort that out.
Bit of plastic art in there, it'd be fine.
Suddenly, it's going to sit like that, so you're never going to see it. I could probably leave it off, no one will know. But yeah, not bad. I mean, it's just this little fit issues here and here, but like you say, I'll eat money, solve your problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, good call on that. Get that to work. Very nice. Very good. Well, we've sort of seen Andy, haven't we, with all of your bits?
Yeah, mine doesn't look any different too.
So tomorrow we can see them all come together, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully.
Nice. Very nice.
The plan.
For me, clearly, as you know, here she is. Dun, dun, dun. She's all set. I'm ready to go. I take her off of that. She might just, there you go. Set her. So she's all in and done. But as I said, she's just a little tacky. I might give her a gloss coat just to make it go. Obviously, tomorrow we'll paint the eyes, but all these bits you can see with holes on her. Obviously, they've got various attachments and detail parts to go on yet, like on the hips. That's why it's got little slots. But apparently they're all the wrong size because in the instructions it tells you drill them all out. So again, what I need to do is properly get hold of her to be able to drill her out and fix these. It's got these rib ones as well. So they'll all go on. So we've got all the little parts which are all to go on tomorrow. But as you say, I'll wait a little bit until it's totally dry before we actually attempt to do that one. And then what we'll do tomorrow, we'll dry brush all the actual, the stand up, all the bits. We'll do the Metro bit on the front here. We get that done. And again, I might give her a dry brush and a polish with a buffable as well, just on top. So we get a bit of a change of colour in that. So she doesn't look quite so bricky. So yeah, but no, gone very, very well with that one. Cool. Very happy, bless her. So good job. I think a good job done by everything. Hopefully at home you got some bits and pieces done as well. We weren't too distracting. Obviously, big thank you obviously to the Flory family, because obviously without them we wouldn't be able to do these shows and certainly make them out onto YouTube as well. So a big thank you to them. I will sort out the group build announcement. David, you're late. We've already done it. So I will put that up into the forum after the show now. I'll go in and I'll sort it out. There's a few things, you guys. Everyone who's messaged me, I've got your messages. I'll sort them out after the show. So I know there's a few who want move threads and bits and pieces. I will sort that after the show as well. Don't forget, obviously, we've got our little bits all going on in the store. We've got 25% off. So if you want to go around and have a look down in there on the Flory Model site, if you want to become a member, just click on the membership bit at the top and you can join the fun that goes on here, which is this pretty much all the time. But all the details are down in there in the membership area. You can go in via Patreon, that's straightforward, straight in. Or if you send me an email on this one, I'll send you over a link for subscription with all the sign-up details and bits and pieces just like that. VM store, don't forget, we've got 15% off all kits. So we can do that one. It's saying we're offline again, but I'm going to assume we're still online. I will keep going. It's doing that thing it did earlier. It says you're currently offline.
Yeah, it's still online.
Oh, we're still online. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, it says here 15% off all kits, as you said. So we've got any of the manufacturers down in here. It's 15% off, and it all gets added straight away at checkout for you. We've got the special offers area. So if you want to pop down in, oh, it's sold out. So anything that's in there, it doesn't say sell out. We've got it in stock, and it'll be dispatched straight away on Monday. Although we do have to say when you get it, we don't know.
Monday, Tuesday.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got 25% off in our mega sale area as well. These are all brand new kits. They're not knockoffs or seconds or review samples. These are all brand new and sealed. So if you want to get any of those, that's down in there in the 25% section. Just pop over to pmmodelsuk.com. And you can get all of those there. And of course, if you're in the US, Brett's doing a little bit of a sale as well on Flory Models products, and he's doing 10% as well. So that all gets added. And all of these offers will run with you until the well, I don't know what time's yours end, Andy. We've got it set to midnight.
Midnight
On Sunday.
So 11:59.
11:59. So they would have gone for the full 2 days. Been up there for 48 hours.
Yeah.
Mine might end a bit before that, about 9 o'clock when I go to bed. So need me bed, need me sleep. So yes, definitely. But yes, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can join us again tomorrow. We'll be back with you at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to run to about midday. I think John's with us tomorrow. Are we all on tomorrow, team?
Yep.
Well, let's rephrase that. I'll be on at 10 o'clock.
Okay, 10 o'clock. Did I say 9 again?
Yes, at 9.
All right, 10, definitely 10 o'clock. No thumbs, is that 8? Oh, that's 8. 10. So yes, we'll be on with you at 10 o'clock or whenever the clock says on the countdown timer for YouTube. That's always the clue as well. We'll be on. We're going to run till midday, and then we'll be back with you for the 2 o'clock show in the afternoon as well, where we do a final roundup, see where we all are, and hopefully we've all completed our builds as well. All righty, kids.
Sorted? Yeah, absolutely.
All done. That's good. Right. Okay, then, guys, we will leave it right there. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure. Stay safe. Happy modelling and take care. We'll see you all again very soon. Say goodbye, gentlemen.
Bye.